huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 16-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run with Kelly. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd and 1, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now it's Jackson.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sends it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And a huge play that time. 46 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Winston. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Winston. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. So, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the 2nd half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. He completes it to Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Winston. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Winston. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Kelly. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Perfectly designed blitz right there.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 7, Winston. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep fighting.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jameis again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Ten yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
He probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
We got this.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield. 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Ravens. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right? Yeah,
you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
We got three.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll